I just watched It Ends With Us in theaters yesterday, so let's talk about it. So yes, guys, I finally got to see It Ends With Us in theaters, guys, and I really liked this film, guys. I think it's a good movie. Um, yeah, I don't love it because obviously, guys, I'm more of an action horror guy and like comedy and stuff. And there wasn't really much jokes in the film. Yeah, there's no action, no horror, no like it had emotionalism and romance. So those two things I like in a film. Like I'm okay with it. Emotionalism, I love that. Romance, it's okay, yeah. Um so this film wasn't really my kind of thing. I was excited. I got to the theater and I was like, should I go see this or should I go home? Because I feel like I'm not gonna like it. But I did. I liked the film. It's a over 2 hour film. And guys, this movie is based off the book titled "It Ends With Us" by Colleen Hoover. And yeah, it's one of the best-selling books of all time. And this film is starring Blake Lively. And with this new film, we follow Lily, whose father just passed away, and she opens a flower shop in Boston and meets a guy named Ryle and they start uh, a romantic relationship when he has like temper problems, and we go into their both of their pasts. So guys, without further ado, let's get straight to the review. Let's go. Guys, before I carry on, I just want to mention, guys, that there will be spoilers, so please watch the movie, then come back to the review. If you don't, that's okay, but I'm just warning you, so don't say I didn't in the comments. Also, in the comments, tell me what did you think of It Ends With Us. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you thought of the movie. Now, let's get straight into the review. Let's go. The movie begins with Blake Lively's character, Lily. So Lily, and her last name is Bloom, so that's pretty cool. She's driving a car and she meets up with her mother, and because her father just passed away. Now we didn't get to see him die, but she heard on a call or something. She's not too sad, and we'll get into why, because he was not a good person. The mom's really sad. She goes to a funeral and she has to think of 5 things she has to say in front of everybody at the funeral, but decides not to. She decides not to. And then it goes, long time later. That was in 2021. And now it's now we're in 2024. Yeah. And we'll get into why she ran away from the funeral. Because she couldn't think of 5 things to say about him that she liked about him, because we'll get into why later. She goes on the top of this building to think. That's in Boston. And we see this guy who kicks a chair, and it's this guy named Ryle. And they talk for a while, and they're about to kiss, but then he gets a call, and he has to go to the hospital. That's where he works in 10 minutes. So he says he might see her around, but she says probably not because she doesn't really live in Boston. So then it goes, I don't know, a while later, and she gets the flower shop, and she decides to clean it up, and this girl walks in, and she is like, hey, do you need help? Because there's a for help sign there. And Lily's like, sure. So, and then they become best friends and stuff, and they clean up the shop. It takes a couple days. She says that she asked if her husband and her brother could come help, and they come in and meet the husband of that girl, and we see Ryle is their brother. Ryle is the girl's best, or the girl's brother. So they say hi again and stuff, and yeah. And then he invites her for like a date or something after. Guys, also, I'm not explaining the entire movie. I'm just saying that there's going to be like a bunch of things I missed out. Don't get mad at me. It's just because it's like a 2-hour film. I don't remember every single thing that happens. And this would take me like 2 hours to get through everything. So it's a short review like every other one of my reviews. Just saying. So after that, they decide to go back. Well, she goes for a walk, and he offers to walk her home. And the girl and Lily's best friend and her husband leave. And Ryle and her, like, they kiss. Then she has to go. Yeah, she must go. So that's the next day, and they're working, and then Ryle comes in, he's their first customer, and buys something, and yay, he bought something. Okay, yay. He did. And guys, you go back and forth into the past of this guy who's named Atlas. That's his name. Another guy she really liked, and yeah, we'll get into him a little bit later. So after that, they decide to have make out and stuff. Lily and Ryle, which they do, and that's wonderful. And then they go to a bar or a bowling alley. And then they reveal that Lily's best friend is pregnant. And that's, like, wonderful. And they're, like, very happy for them. And she asks if they're coming to her birthday party. Which they decide to, yeah. And they go to the party and stuff. And Lily and Ryle, again, they, like, make out in his apartment and stuff. And, yeah. They do that. And, yeah, it's the next day, and, and then she says that she's gonna go have dinner with her mother, tonight, and then Ryle's like, can I come? And they're like, sure. Now we'll get into this guy named Atlas's, like, past, and why she doesn't like her father and stuff. So it goes back and forth, and then we get to the point. But I'm just going to lay it out for you. So there's this guy who's actually poor who lives... Well, he's not actually poor. He goes into this building trying to kill himself. But he doesn't because he sees her. And he's a poor guy. Guys, again, this is not Ryle. This is just another guy. And they talk for a little bit because she gives him food and all that stuff. And then she invites him to his house. And people make fun of him because, like, he doesn't shower because he doesn't have one. And then they kiss on the bus. And they decide to have a little fun at her house. But then her dad comes in and is wondering why. It's locked, and because she heard someone in there, he breaks open the door and starts beating him up. Really, really bad. Mm-hmm. So that's really sad. But yeah, he beats him up, and then he goes to the hospital, and she never sees him again. Now, Lily goes to dinner with Ryle. Again, guys, Ryle and Atlas, different people. So, she goes with Ryle and her mother, and they're, like, discussing stuff. And then Raul goes to the bathroom, and she sees Atlas as a waiter at the restaurant. He's got a job and stuff, because that was his dream to go to Boston. He loves it. So then they discuss, and they discuss, like, hi, how's it going and stuff. And she kind of still likes him. Yeah. So then Uriel comes back and nothing really happens. The guy just leaves. And yeah, they leave, kiss and stuff. And then it's the next day. And they go back to the restaurant with Lily's best friend who's pregnant and her husband. And they discuss stuff. And then the Atlas takes her in the bathroom and they talk stuff. And then Raul's right outside. And Raul and Atlas get into a huge fight. And then Lily gets Raul out of there. And they talk and they kiss and then they leave and blah, 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 blah. That happens. And then the best friend, she actually has the baby. And see that and stuff. And then Raul, proposes to Lily. And she says yes, of course. And it shows them getting married very, very quick. And yeah, they get married. And they live in this apartment together. And they're just laughing and stuff. And then he says he's cooking, but he doesn't know how to. Then he decides to open the oven with his bare hands to get this, and it's really hot. And then he does it. And then he accidentally smacks Lily. But he doesn't tell Lily that. That's the thing. He makes her think that she just fell. But he actually smacked her. So that's not very good. No, it's not good at all. So then we get into the later stages of the movie. And yeah, again, she doesn't know what happened. They both hurt. He got, glass in his hand and stuff. So they just act like nothing really happened. Then she's working at the flower shop, and Atlas comes by, and he gives her his phone number and stuff. So he does that. And yeah, they're on a call with... And then it goes to Lily and Atlas. Again, they're on a call with Lily's mom. And then something big happens. After that, Ryle is carrying Lily's phone and finds out that Atlas's phone number is in there. And Lily says it's nothing. Then he gets angry and storms out. And then pushes Lily down the stairs. Again, then Lily gets knocked out, but then she wakes up, and she has no idea what happened. He says that she tripped, but he actually pushed her down, which is not good at all. See, Ryle has a temper. And then we find out that when he was 6, that it wasn't just the girl and Ryle. Not Lily, the girl that was pregnant who has the kid now. It wasn't just the two of them. They had a brother named Emerson. And that guy died when Ryle and Emerson were playing with a gun. They didn't think it was real. Then Ryle accidentally shot Emerson. So she found out what happened, and they're crying and stuff, and it's pretty sad. And then they get home and stuff, and Ryle asks if it was fake and stuff. That was it, And then he and then he sees this tattoo, which is a little heart on it, which he saw from the beginning of the movie. He asks what it is again. She says it's just nothing. She did it when she was in high school. But then it's the next thing he gets a magazine that, her Lily's flower shop is in the 10 best stores in Boston. It's number 7. But then he reads something in the best place is Atlas's restaurant. And he reads something about him putting a heart tattoo on her. So then he pushes her down and tries to bite off the tattoo. That's what Ryle does. And she, like, storms off in the rain and stuff and meets up with Atlas. And Atlas offers for her to stay there for, like, a couple nights, which she does. And then her mom comes in and is like, hi and stuff. And she builds the baby thing and found out that she's actually pregnant. So then she has the baby and stuff. And Ryle's pretty happy, but then she wants a divorce with Ryle because then she figures out that, like, he pushed her down the stairs and he, like, slapped her when he got burned. So then she wants a divorce because she's scared for her daughter. Because apparently her father used to hit her mother when something bad happened. So yeah, they get a divorce. She meets up with Atlas. I think they're about to kiss, and then the movie ends. So yeah. That's it. Ends with us. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.